So I will be making a quick video on how to do damage, skill trees, stats, etc. to meet your personal requirement in cpap. So I want to demonstrate a way to put out damage for Berserker. It's called animation canceling. Now, as you can see right now, I don't have any animation cancel in this clip, and it took me 3 seconds and 14 milliseconds. Now, in next clip, I will be doing animation canceling. Now, it took me 2 seconds and 21 milliseconds. So it's almost a second saved right there. Here's how you chain them together. First, you get your 10 stacks, obviously, by spinning, normal attack, whatever you gotta do. Next, you do groundbreaker. So once you do groundbreaker, the first one, you don't do anything. Let the damage come out. Once you see the damage number, then you press pet, whatever it's another pet that is not already summoned. So as you can see right now in here, I have it on my control key. It's a separate pet. So my groundbreaker is E and control key is pet. So I press E and then press control. And I press E, I press control. You don't want to put it in a macro, like an external third-party macro. First, it's illegal, I think. Second, if you just leave it to the macro, you can sometimes summon. You can finish channeling the summon, and then it will mess up your damage if you don't catch the mistake. It will summon the blue pet instead of your whatever current high-level pet you are using. So after that, just look at how I do damage. I ground break, and then I in between gaps I use raging slash. So it's an enhanced auto attack that increase attack speed and will double strike on the third hit. Then use your bloodlust whenever it's available. It's guaranteed crit. It will do a lot more damage than a raging slash. So besides that, there's not much else to it. Now, in terms of stats, here's a stats picture that the gears that I used when I cleared my first time. I did roughly 180 million damage with those stats. Different people have different skill set, so don't expect that me and you will do it the exact same damage. Maybe you will do more than me, maybe less. Here's my skill tree that I use. Now, as you can see, I no longer spec into earthquake. There's a reason behind it. So in cpap, almost I would say 40 to 30% of the time, the boss will have a shield generated, and it is if your damage happened to go on the shield before it got taken down, you lose a lot of damage. So as you can tell, bleed is a damage over time. So that means it's a constant damage. Earthquake is almost like a damage over time, but it's within 5 seconds. So if your earthquake happened to go onto a shield for half of the time, let's say for the first 2 seconds, no one taking down the shield, and all your earthquake damage goes into half your earthquake damage goes into the shield. That means you wasted 1 minute of waiting for this 5 seconds, and half of it went into 0, and that's not ideal. Same as bleed. Since the shield will be constantly generated for every ability he uses, most of the bleed will most likely go into the shield, and that's not ideal. Instead, using the method to put out damage like I show you here, to squeeze in all 3 groundbreaker within 2 seconds. So it just makes more sense to enhance your groundbreaker instead of doing some side damage here and there. So that's why I spec into piercing, and not much else. Keep your blood price try to save them when you know HS is coming up. HS means the spirit regeneration from the priest. It's very crucial that you combine them together to do the maximum damage. Now here, let me talk about some items, potions, etc. you can use. First, the most important is shockwave. If you don't know about it, you can exchange them with blue stars from your dungeons, dailies, whatever. It is a huge enhancement. It's almost equivalent to a groundbreaker, so you use it between gaps. Now, second one is rooted strength. There's another negative effect for using that item. You can read up on it on your own on the item description, but you want to save it with HS, so you do the maximum damage. Next, I think if you died, you will have 0 DPS. That's why you will always try to avoid getting wiped. Now, 50% potion is not something that everyone can afford, but if you happen to able to afford it, you should definitely get it before going in. Don't risk any chances. If you think you're gonna die because you got hit and you only down to half health, then you know you cannot afford getting hit second time. If the priest is not available, if your lifesteal is not available, just drink one of them. Get yourself to full HP, so you know you won't die in one shot. Second one is a 800 HP potion. That one is a alternative. It's relatively cheaper. So if you get like a minor scratch by the boss and you know you are in a safe distance, use that instead. Third is the assistant potion. It's crafted by the assistant in your house. So that one is just a help to help. It's it's overtime potion that heals you. So it's mainly used in phase 3 where you just trying to get as much heal as possible. Now, when it comes to defense, you can also use the house assistant to craft some food that boosts your HP and your defense, like my plum chicken. And next would be defense tonic. Those are very crucial. The number may seem like very little, say 3% only, but in the end, it's from a one shot to almost dying. It's a huge difference. Then in damage, on top of the 2 items I mentioned before, shockwave and rooted strength, you will also be grabbing whetstone and warrior tonic. So basically, these are all the things I use to do cpap, and it's necessary. But I hope this guide for berserkers help you. If you have any questions, just comment and I try my best to answer them. All right. Thank you for watching.